Good morning and hello to my beautiful community of YouTubers. I am here to offer you guys your week in advance of psychic prediction, guidance and insight. As you all probably know by now, I am merely sharing with you what Spirit would like us all to know in the coming week ahead. So that's from the 3rd of May to the 9th of May. I trust you guys have all had a wonderful weekend and are preparing a wonderful week for yourselves. Please make sure that you hit the subscribe and like, because that really helps me get out there as well. So if you can do that, that would be awesome. And plus you'll know when I pop up next time. I'm going to get straight into it today, guys, because Spirit are right in my ear. As per usual, I start off with the Moonology cards. Then I follow that up with my trusty tarot. And then I'll finish it off with some beautiful oracle cards, just to close the message. Please remember that I am a natural born psychic and intuitive, so the information that I provide today may not make sense to you all right now. It's usually when it happens in a future sense that people go, oh, she said that. So sometimes the most important message in these videos is the guidance, especially if you are someone who is very proactive in your own personal development and really likes to take care of your own vibration and energy so you can attract the life you desire. So, yes, please only take what you need and leave the rest. If it doesn't fit, don't make it fit. It's all good. It's impossible for me to read. I'm reading Mass Conscious Collective Energies, which are everybody who does subscribe or come and watches this. So it's impossible for me to get too specific. So if the information doesn't fit, once again, please just leave it alone. All right, let's get into this. Spirit, can you use all my senses safely, securely and full protection to offer my YouTube community, my beautiful little subscribers and likers and stalkers and everybody, something that they may need to know this week. All right. I feel like, without even turning over any cards, I feel like a lot of people are slipping and sliding all over the place. I noticed when I was shuffling the cards, I felt like I didn't have firm footing. I didn't have my feet firmly on the ground, so to speak. It's kind of like when you're walking on ice. I feel like I'm slipping and sliding, so that's kind of an interesting thing to receive. So if you are feeling a little bit unstable or unsteady on your feet at the moment, this may really be a message for you. But if not, who knows? Nothing scripted. I'm just giving you what Spirit wants you to know right now. So, all right, the first card we got, this comes out every bloody time. We've got a fiery climax approaches. So some of you maybe, I feel like my throat chakra is blocking up a little bit. So I feel like some of you this week may be guided. I would guide you to start speaking your truth. If you can't speak your truth to certain people or regarding certain situations, please at least honour your energy and honour your spirit by writing it down and then burning it or discarding it and consider it over with, consider it done. Everything in life is intention, so there's no right or wrong way to do that. But I feel like they're saying prevention, prevention, prevention. We're trying to prevent a fiery climax happening in some people's lives. I would just, if I was guiding anybody at the moment and people are being this way because the after effects of that full moon and a lot of karmic cycles are ending. So some people aren't learning their karmic lessons. So they're going to continue with the drama and the anger and the hatred and all that sort of stuff and just create chaos and conflict for themselves. But for those who are coming out of it and doing the energy work, you may just have to be mindful of people who may come at you with that kind of energy this week. Take the higher ground, pay them no attention. And what they just said, what they say to you, don't take personally, because it's nothing personal. They're showing you a shadow side of themselves. So, you know, you'll start seeing people's true colours this week. I'm actually feeling shocked. So some people may actually shock you. Some people who maybe you typically quiet and meek and sort of somewhat reserved are the ones that may start becoming a bit more boisterous and voicing their opinions. We've got confidence is the key to success. I've got a sneaky feeling that this will come out in last week's on here as well. But anyway, it is a time to focus on yourself and boost your confidence. It's about tapping into that divine inner strength that you have. Some of you may be feeling that urge, feeling that rush to try something new, do something new, or you may just be feeling the inspiration enough to feel motivated to do something. And if the Spirit is saying, if you do it and you go ahead with it, your confidence is going to build as a result, and only good things can come from that. So confidence is definitely, yeah. So I'm kind of get the lion, the feisty lion, and you know how majestic and graceful, but they're very fierce. But they know how to manage their emotional self. I've got people who are like that, and are going to take leaps of faith forward this week, which is friggin' awesome. Or I've got those who sort of aren't so much that way. They're a little bit quieter. They speak when they're spoken to. I feel like if you're in that category where you've tolerated a lot of stuff, you may be either going to speak your truth, or you're being guided to speak your truth, stand up for yourself, and be honest and truthful in your conversations so people know where they stand with you. We're just trying to avoid, I think, conflicts like the fight, the to and fro. You're wrong, no, you are, blah, blah, blah. But majority that I'm feeling are stepping into their confidence, which is absolutely awesome. We've got balance your spirituality and practicality. That's probably why I felt like people who are on the ice, their feet are they can't grip on, so to speak, because when you're going through your own personal ascension and you are coming out of karmic cycles, things like that, if you're typically a really practical person, so you do everything from logic, you are being asked to tap into the spiritual side of self. So that's about protecting and cleansing your energy spaces, getting into daily practices like gratitude and rampages of appreciation and lists of positive aspects, and just self-love, self-care on a more spiritual level, which to me in human words I can explain is take care of your emotional feeling self. If you are typically the spiritual practicer and all that sort of stuff, you're being guided more so to maybe make a more logical plan to do something. So there's just a need to balance out that sort of yin and yang within yourself this week. We've got nothing is yet set in stone. So once again, a lot of people are still coming out of their karmic cycles. So if you don't know what you want, or you don't know where you're heading, don't know which direction to go in, and your feet are on that ice and you're sliding from side to side, that's okay. Center yourself, ground yourself, really try to look at the bright side of everything. Tap into your confidence. Know that you are an intelligent, insightful, soul-led individual. You will come up with your answers. It's just really important that you don't stay in the vibration of anything that's fiery, chaotic, conflicty, all that sort of stuff. And the way you do that is by balancing out your spirituality and practicality. So if you're in your head too much, you're being asked to rest and look after yourself and do some positive daily practices for yourself to align that. Once again, if you're doing the emotional work, maybe it's time for you to step in and do, the 3D work, so to speak. So get your plans together, create a budget, do all that sort of stuff. So don't worry, no one's off path. You're exactly where you're meant to be. It's a week for sifting and sorting and balancing out where you are and what you're doing. You've got the answers you need are coming, so booyah. Booyah, you create this balance in your life, and I guarantee you that the answers will come for you. You will know if your answer is correct for you because you will feel confident when you receive it. You'll just go, yep, that's my next best logical step. That's what I'm going to do next. And remember that nothing's ever set in stone. You're never going to stay put in one place for your entire life. So don't put any permanence on anything. If something better comes along, whether it's a better thought, feeling, person, place, offer, opportunity, or whatever, go for it. Take it. Step out of that comfort zone. And then we've got a new start is coming, so there we go. So the people that I'm reading for on an energetic level are merely finishing a karmic cycle, and you're about to start a new one. So what does your future look like for you? What does your empire look for you? How do you want to feel in the future? What does your next 3, 6, 12 months look like for you? That's the practical side of sitting down and working that out. And if you already know that, but nothing's sort of coming into fruition for you, it's about doing the spiritual work to tap into the feeling space and with full intention, all that sort of stuff. So you can place yourself, I don't know what shuffling them for, Next. You'll know which one it is for you, but I mainly want to say today for this week, if you feel like you're off path or you don't know what to do or whatever, that's okay. That's okay. It's kind of like the universal energy anyway. The trick is to be self-disciplined and to know and remember your worth and know that you are confident in that and that the answers are coming to you. They're being divinely led. So if you're relying on 3D people, places, things to give you your answer, you may be waiting a while. I would really trust your internal guidance system. It is speaking volumes to you right now. And it's just that clear knowing. You know what you need to do. You know what you have to do. It's just getting disciplined enough to do it. So we're going to get into the tarot now. So Spirit, can you use the tarot? Oh, scattered energies. To give my community something that they need this week with the tarot. The tarot to me is my fortune telling tool. Oh, they keep flying out. Oh, this came out earlier. Oh, shivers, look at that. Let's just stick with these. Okay, so we got the Tower. I knew this was going to come out. Knew it. The Tower is the breaking away of old things for new things to take its place. So whether there's habits, thoughts, people, things, places, all that sort of stuff. When you do make these sort of changes and transitions, it's going to be friggin' hard. Because you may sense a bit of loss around it, or you may actually experience relief, especially if it's something that you don't want. But either which way, things need to change. Please remember that if nothing changes, nothing changes. If you feel like you need a change in your life, please acknowledge that and do what you need to do to start working on releasing the old and replacing it with the new. Because we've got the devil too, and this to me is toxicity. Anything that's toxic in your life, whether it's an addiction, whether it is a person, whether it's a thought, whether it's a habit, whether it's anything toxic is something that doesn't serve your purpose. They're showing me food now, so you may want to shift your food intake, because obviously the more natural you eat and the better food you eat, the more high vibe foods you eat, the better you're going to feel anyway. So I got a feeling more so when I look at this is it's more the food intake this week. So if you are beating yourself up over what your body looks like, how you're feeling, are you bloated, are you just feeling sluggish or whatever, please look at your dietary intake this week. It's okay if you make these shifts and changes. We've got the Page of Wands. Once again, I'm not reading the tarot card. I'm going to say this all the time because I have new people come and watch all the time, but I give what Spirit give me, and the cards just are a timeline for me. But Page of Wands is stepping into the new. I've got a feeling the next 2 weeks especially, the grass is going to get greener for a whole lot of people, but we really need to spend some time cleaning up all this residual energy that doesn't, which no longer serves our purpose. Because Spirit just keeps saying they need to make better choices. They need to make better choices. Your choices will create this change for you. So get practical, guys. Get practical. Write it down. What does your next 3 to 12 months look like? Go 5 years if you want, but too much changes in 5 years, as we know, because nothing's ever set in stone. So just stick within the next 3 months even. What's one little thing that you'd like to change or release over the next 3 months so this awesome stuff can start coming in? 7 of Cups to me is that wishful thinking. This is sometimes be careful what you wish for card for me. Time to wipe the slate clean. You know, sometimes you are flogging a dead horse and wasting your time going back and trying to clean up residual stuff. You really are. Some people can just go, you know what? It is what it is. I'm going to leave it as it is and I'm just going to move forward from here. Some people do need to go back, obviously, because everything's energy, to sort of release certain things, whether you need to have a conversation or, you know, go see a dietitian if it's food, because they keep giving me this food for this week. Really watch your food and what you're putting in your mouth and, you know, filling up your bodies with. But this is also place your order with the universe card. We've got so many ancestors, angels, guides, protectors. We've got so many non-physical energies working overtime. I think we all owe them a little bit of respect by acknowledging that what they're doing, and us in our 3D selves start making the changes that we need to honor that. We are all extensions of, you know, positive source energy. We are naturally healthy. We are naturally joyful. We are naturally of high vibe well-being and all that sort of stuff. It's just our 3D choices that lead us where we are today. So, you know, I would say, actually, once again, I'll say in that sort of respect, because I'm reading for so many people, A, be careful what you wish for, because you might just get it, whether it's good or bad. And B, Start planning the life you desire. Start creating that. If you don't know how, follow people like myself who actually teach that. That's my niche. Book a reading with me. I can help you start from where you are and get you to where you'd like to be. If not, just Google and research it and just check things out, because look, you've got money in abundance coming in. Money in abundance coming in. I think the work for this week is energy work. I'm going to be really honest, and I know everyone goes, oh, I don't have time for that. But that's okay. If you fall in that category, then you'll just keep getting what you've always got, and there's not much I can do about that. But we are here to inspire you today that if you made certain little shifts in your life this week, anything that you believe is toxic in your life, that doesn't serve your purpose, that is weighing you down rather than lifting you up, we would say take care of that. Focus on that this week, because in the next coming weeks, we've got abundance coming in. This is money from work, so if you're self-employed, the abundance can come in. If you are already working somewhere, you may get a pay rise or a promotion or a bonus of some sort. You may even team up with someone that can help you in the work sense. They just said take on a new endeavour. So some of you may actually take on a new endeavour as well in the coming weeks. I know I read weekly, but I can't change what Spirit give me, and they keep saying 2 to me, 2. So this must be coming up in the 2 weeks. I have said in the previous lives on my other social media formats that the end of May is going to be amazing. So that's why I love doing these weeklies, because it even keeps me up to date with what we can expect and what we need to do. So just know that the end of May is very significant. They're showing me from the 24th to the 27th, so it'd be interesting to see what's happening around that time. But all I'm guiding you all right now on a personal development level is that if you get sifting and sorting and articulate your lives a little bit and just understand that your energy is precious, and where you put it, it's got to add value to your life. If nothing's adding value to your life, it needs to go. It needs to be pushed away, so you can at least open space to have that inspired idea, or you can open the space for better things to come in. This comes out in every reading. You can go back and watch them all, but we've got the Knight of Wands. Here's this opportunity for this to keep coming up in all my readings, whether it's on Facebook, on YouTube, anywhere. People are missing the opportunity. And I'm not going to sit here and pee in your pocket and say, I forgot what I was going to say then, because they're just saying get to the point. I'm not saying that it's easy to get into a more positive vibration than where you are, because I had a shit week myself last week. Last week's video was Face the Beast or Face the Beauty, and I actually had to face the beast because I had shadow sides of myself come up. But I choose to do the work because I choose to have a happy, joyful existence on this earth, as high vibe as I can. Not every day is going to be perfect, but the more days that I have that are good, the better. So for this just to keep coming up, it's because people still aren't standing up in their power. They're not making the changes that they need to do, whether it's simply through their thoughts and beliefs, their feeling space, releasing what's no longer wanted. So they're trying to give me too much information and my mouth can't keep up. It's really time to step into your power and stop this victim doormat sort of mentality. Honestly, this opportunity, it's coming from an external source, so it's coming in, it's waiting. It's waiting there for people to go get it, but you can't receive it because you're not vibrationally aligned with it. I get really about it because it's so frustrating to me. It's kind of like I can see it, but how do I get them there? And the way you get there is to align yourself and raise your vibes to what it is that you want. I can't give a specific on this because everyone's asking for something different. But please know that if there is something very, very strong in your vibration that is a very, very strong desire of yours, this could be surgery that you want to get. This could be a business work opportunity. This could be more abundance. This could be better health. This could be a marriage. Or it could be anything. Whatever you're craving, whatever you're asking for, this card keeps coming up because it's there. It's on the other side of the door. You've got to find ways to get through that door. That's all. And we've got the Five of Wands. Victory is going to be yours. You are going to step out of this energy, but we would love for you to get there a little bit faster. We don't try to speed up people's momentums because that's just unrealistic, because if you do that, then people usually self-sabotage. But we want you to build a slow and steady momentum into a new life that is designed and suitable for yourself, you as an individual. Because when you do that, when you look good, you feel good, you're putting positive juju out there, you're doing your daily practices, you're balancing up with the 3D sort of planning and pre-paving and setting yourself a goal. And, you know, you can give yourself a little bit of a timeline if you want, you know, just to keep yourself going. And if you're not surrounded by positive people or whatever, this is what's gonna, it's wait. Sorry about that, guys, my video cut out. Anyway, back to it. So yeah, spend this week really tidying up any loose ends. Focus on your energy. Balance your spirituality with your practicality. And you do so, and this awesome opportunity is going to come out for you. I guarantee you. A couple of weeks, I just keep saying, couple of weeks. So we can expect that. Yeah, look at that. We got emotionally drained. So please start taking care of yourself. The sword represents cutting through all the bullshit that no longer serves your purpose. If you don't do that, you will continually to give from an empty cup, and that's not what we want. We want you to start topping yourself up and looking after yourself this week. You do so in abundance. Something's coming in for you to make your life a little bit more easier, so that's awesome as well. Be open to receive whatever that is. And yeah, that's what this week's all about, I think. Yeah, keep saying cards, keep sort of coming out. We've got the Hermit, which is taking that time out, allow the divine to look after you for a little bit and make a judgment call. What does the next 3 to 12 months look like for you? And it's time to start creating it. So to top that off, I'm going to give you some oracle cards. I hope that all made sense for you. At the end of the day, everyone, if you don't shift your energy and shift your vibration, whether it's thoughts, people, places, things, or whatever, nothing much is going to change in your life, and you'll just keep attracting the same by default. We got the answer yes. So if you've been mulling over a question for last week or a few months or something, whether you should go here or there or whatever, the answer is yes. So yes to the best feeling decision that you can make for yourself. Yes, yes, yes. Your intuition is correct. Take action accordingly. We've got wait. So once again, tap into that hermit energy. Don't make any big rash decisions. Make sure that you are eating well, looking after yourself, self-love, self-care, feeling as good and as confident as you can, and then make your decision from there. Otherwise, you may attract by default and manifest the same thing in a different costume, so to speak. So, yes. We got rest. I think I'm going to go around in circles now. So rest, take some time out, contemplate. Think about things before you actually go and do them, and we've got to make a decision. So this week, everybody, it is about tapping into self, following your intuition, which is that best feeling space for you. Your internal guidance system is calling out for you. It's really time to honor yourself and face your focus, thoughts, and beliefs into the direction of what you want, not into how it is or where it's been. You can expect some wonderful, positive opportunities coming up for you in the next couple of weeks anyway. So what we would really love is that for you to be in alignment with that. Alignment just means that you are positively expecting these outcomes for yourself. Even though they haven't arrived yet, you're still having fun playing and enjoying the moment, so to speak, while you're waiting, so to speak, and know that these opportunities are coming. We just don't want you to miss it. So got to get as high vibe as you can. So I hope that all made sense, you guys. I'll pop the link to my website if you would like to book a private reading with me down below. Please, if you can, like, comment, subscribe, do all that juicy stuff as you hear everybody say, because it really helps channels get out there, because you never know who needs to hear what and what kind of reader suits, individual people. So I'm going to love you there. Thank you so much. I will see you next week for our next weekly edition. All right, guys, love you. Bye.